Hi guys, Amy here with your lovely, beautiful swag for the month. We are a little bit late this month getting the video up, but better late than never, right? So with your August swag, we've got our new two colors, which are the Milk Bath and the Fruit Punch. Actually, the names of them though are Sweet Cream and Pink Drink. So these nails are so popular right now, so we figured we'd find a way to do them a little bit easier because we're doing so much gel polish. And with the dried flowers, doing those inside gel polish is a little tricky. So with our pasties, which is what else came in your swag, I've already started using these guys, but it's so much easier because they lay so much flatter, but you're getting the exact same effect. So save time, save money. And then you also get your outshine top because the outshine is a little bit thicker. It does really well encasing all of these layers of your decals and your gel polish. So just quick and easy just to get started. I've already kind of prepped these tips and we're gonna get started with the Sweet Cream. So this is a nice milky white color, but Sweet Cream just sounds so much prettier. So I'm just doing a really thin coat just to prep for the application of the pasty decals. So we're gonna go ahead and cure this. And basically you can flash cure through the entire process with both of these colors because they're so clear. So a good 10 seconds and you're good to go. So it's important to know that you need to wipe the sticky layer off every time you put one of the decals on. Sticky on sticky is not good. So we're going to take off that sticky layer with just some alcohol. And then we're going to put on our first layer of decals. So just go ahead and pick out which flower you want to put on there. Best way to get these off without bending them, because if they bend, they kind of stick to each other and it's harder to get them to lay really flat. So best way to do this is just kind of bend right at where the flower is that you want, right there. And then we're just taking a pair of sticky pointy tweezers and just kind of pulling. All right, this one's gonna be stubborn for me. There we go. And we're just gonna kind of pull it off. So just be careful, don't pull too aggressively because you don't wanna rip it. And then you're just going to place it down where you want it. And then just use your thumb to really press. These decals are pretty flexible and almost a little rubbery, so they adhere really well and they lay super flat. So number one, now we'll take another and we'll go for something that has a little bit of a stem to it. So again, just bend, use your tweezers to kind of pick it right off. And lay it right down on there. So now we're gonna take the Sweet Cream polish again. And I'm not even gonna cover the entire nail. I'm just going to float over parts of the flowers, just so parts of it look a little bit deeper in the nail. And then we're gonna flash cure. And again, we're gonna take a little bit of alcohol and just wipe off any sticky. Don't worry if the alcohol gets on the sticker that wasn't covered, it's not gonna damage it. And we're gonna go in with another flower. So typically you want to keep these away from the edge of the nail. Like if you're going to hang it off the edge of the nail, what I will do is either pick a flower that is just a half of a flower, or I will cut the decal. Because if it is outside of the nail and it's not fully encased by top coat, it could peel, or your client could get her nail up underneath there and peel it. So since this is going to kind of hang off the side of the nail here, I'm just going to take my scissors and I'm going to go right up above the free edge or the sidewall and just nip, just so I can make sure that this is fully encased. And then press. And we're going to go with one of these leaves. And now we're going to go back in with the sweet cream and kind of bury that top one a little bit, and you can see it's starting to look like it's a little bit deeper in the nail. And don't worry if it looks like your surface is a little wobbly right now, because that's why we are going to use the outshine, because that's going to allow us to smooth out our surface. And when you're happy with that, go ahead and cure. And this time, because that was my last layer of flowers, I'm going to go ahead and give that the full 30-second cure. You can keep going and layering, but sometimes if you do too much, it's going to end up looking a little bit muddled. So sometimes simple is better. And here's another one that we did using some different colors, but still these are all the Pasties flowers. And now we're going to take our outshine. Take our outshine and, like I said, just go in a little bit heavier and let it self-level out for you. And then you'll end up with a perfect surface structure. It looks wobbly right now because of the light that I'm using, but we don't have any wobbles in there. It looks perfect. Okay, and then we're going to cure that for the full 60 seconds. While that's curing, we're going to start our fruit punch nail. And we're going to use the pink drink color. Again, we're just going to prep the surface. And you can see this one's definitely pinker. And you can always mix these two colors if you wanted something pink, but you wanted it a little bit milkier, because this pink can be very translucent. So if you did want something a little milkier, just put a coat of the sweet cream in between. Go ahead and flash cure. And again, we are wiping off the tacky layer. And now we can go in with our fruit. I'm seeing a lot of just the strawberries on the nails too, which these are great strawberries, but if you want it to look like that Starbucks drink, I would just cut off those green stems or leaves. And that way you would just have the half of the strawberry in there alone, which is beautiful. But we're gonna do more of a fruit punch, so I'm gonna grab this orange here. Again, just bend it right at the edge of where the decal is, and just go in with your tweezers and just pull right off. So these look identical to your Fimo clay, but because they're so much thinner, they're just so much easier to work with. We'll go in with a lime. And again, if it goes off the edge of the nail, just take your scissors and just give it a little trim. We'll go in with a little bit of the pink drink. Encase those in there and go ahead and flash cure for 15-ish. All right, so there's our end result on our fruit punch. And here's our 2 milk baths. And that's it. Super easy, and make sure you tag us in all of your creations at profiles_nails on Instagram or profiles on Facebook. Have a great week.